JHR, and we're back with another live. This is Identity and Everything Else with JHR. Now, this is the topic for today. It costs to be attached to something. It would always cost you something to be attached to something. It would always cost you something when you place your identity in something else other than God. It's so easy to think that everything that will make you whole is found in what you can achieve. It's found in how far you can go in life. That peace, that fulfillment, that that desire for meaning, to be someone of worth and of value. It's easy to think that we will find those things eventually when we get to that stage, when we make that certain amount, when we become a certain person. It's easy to think that these things will fulfill us. It's easy to go after things thinking this will fill the void that you have inside. But they were never meant to fill a voids. They were never meant to sustain us. The reason why some high-level individuals have everything they want and still feel empty is because they have placed their identity in their achievements instead of who God says they are. They have placed their identity in their achievements, what they've been able to do, what they're known for, what they produce. They have placed their worth, their meaning in the things they've been able to achieve here on earth. Think about it. Is that how God designed things to be? That we go chasing after things to give us meaning instead of us getting our meaning from Him in the first place? Which one do you think makes more sense? Getting my meaning from things that are eventually going to pass away, placing my worth in things that are eventually going to pass away, or placing my worth, my identity, who I am, in the one who cannot pass away. You can get in this hole of thinking, if I make this, if I get to this, if I finally become this, if I finally do this, I will have peace, I will have fulfillment, I will feel whole. That void will finally go away. If I'm able to do this, just for you to get there and find out that this could never fulfill you. It's so easy to find yourself chasing after the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing. Because there is something in you that is yearning for depth. There's something in you that is yearning for substance, meaning. And when we're constantly chasing after things, we're caught up in a high. You get enough just for the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. At the end of the day, what is left of you? What is left of you? We are to place our identity in the one who created us, not in the things we're able to do here on earth, not in our status, not in how people view us, not in the power and the recognition that we have here on earth. We're meant to be separate from those things. We're meant to have those things, but not for those things to have us. We're meant to have dominion over those things, but not the other round having dominion over us. If you remember in the book of Genesis, the first command God ever gave man, he said, go be fruitful, go multiply, subdue the earth, replenish it. And he tops it all off by saying this, and have dominion. That means everything I have created and everything that you are about to create should be under you, under your jurisdiction, under your control, under your dominion. Nothing should ever be above you. And so when we make up our minds that I'm going to do this, that I'm going to get to this place, I'm going to become this, I'm going to have this, so I will be fulfilled, so I will be whole. We have flipped how God created things to be. We're going seeking after things, like chasing those things, when those things were meant to be chasing after us. In the book of Corinthians, Paul says this. He says, all things are yours because you are of Christ, and Christ is of God. All things are yours because you are of Christ, and Christ is of God. The Bible again says, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all things shall be added to you. There is a pattern that these two verses are saying. The things we so-called desire, the things that we're looking for, the void the things that we want to fill us up, we already have access to those. Those things they already belong to us. When we lose sight of that awareness, that all things already belong to me, fulfillment is something I'm not meant to chase, but something I'm meant to operate from, because my Father is the source of all fulfillment. Joy is not something I have to go chase after. It's something I live from, because my Father is the source of joy. Peace. It's not something I have to get to a certain place to finally have peace. Peace is something I operate from, because my Father is the source of peace. Worth. It's not something I have to go chase. It's not something I have to gain by being something and looking a certain way and wanted people to perceive me a certain way so I'll feel valuable, I'll feel worthy. It's not something I go chase after. It's something that I live from, because my Father is the source of worth. When you know who you are, nothing can move you. When you know who you are, you don't act like the people of this world. The Bible says we are in this world, but we're not of this world. There is a very big distinction there. We are in this world, but you and I, we're not of this world. We are, take it like this. We are tourists passing by, checking out the sceneries, buying some property, making relationships with people, but eventually we're heading to somewhere else. We're not staying here. God does not want us to operate with a worldly mentality when we are kingdom citizens. We don't chase in the kingdom. We receive from a place of belonging. We don't feel voids in the kingdom. We are already filled by the one who's the source of all things. We don't go seeking other things and expecting God to come to us. We go seek God first, then everything flows. If you have made it to the point in your life where you finally got to the thing that you wanted to get to. You finally have the thing you wanted to have. You've done the thing you've been wanting to do. The very thing that you thought would fulfill you. The very thing that you thought will give you the thing that you were missing, that void, that internal peace. And if you got there and it didn't fulfill you, it's because it was never meant to fulfill you. It was never meant to be something that you build on. It was never meant to be something you place your identity in. Your Father is the one you were meant to place your identity in. Not the things you produce here on earth. Not how people view you, but your Father. He's the one you're meant to place your identity in. If you've got to that place and you still feel like there is something missing, the reason is because the things that you sought after were never created to fulfill you. They were never made to fill up a void that only God can fill. I'll tell you why you fill that void. I'll tell you why you've got to where you want to get to, and you're not fulfilled, and you're not happy. There is a God-sized hole in every human heart that God placed there that only He can fill up. Remember this, we are made in the image of God. We are made in the image of God. We're not apart from God. We're made in His image. We're in God. So there's a part of God inside of us that only God can fill, only God can address, only God can define. And so when we go out there looking for something out there to fill up that void that only God can fill, we end up emptier and emptier and emptier and emptier. The devil has succeeded at making people think that if you just acquire more and do more and have more, you will feel fulfilled. You will finally fill up that void. Just for you to get there and realize, dude, this whole thing was a lie. This whole thing was a lie. And the thing I really needed, truly needed, was my Father. The one who made me. The one who chose me. The one who created me because I have meaning. That's really what I've been missing. Nowadays, these things they're not cherished anymore. God is not cherished anymore. When you talk about God, people check out. That is not cherished anymore. Nobody wants to hear that. And I think about this so much. It's all fun and games until that final day comes. When people are gonna be like, dude, I should have listened. I should have just listened. when I heard this person say this, when I heard that person say this, I should have just listened and stopped chasing and stopped thinking something other than God could fulfill me. I should have listened. Some people will never, ever, ever think that God is what they've been missing. Think about that. Some people will never, ever come to the place where they realize, oh my God, what I've been missing this whole time, the void that I've been feeling, me not feeling peace, me not having joy, me not having the sense of fulfillment after gaining all of this. The reason why I'm still not fulfilled and happy is because I don't have God. As simple as that sounds, people have rejected that truth. So you can do everything, get to everywhere, build everything, be known for the greatest things in this world. Yet inwardly, the part that nobody sees, you are empty. You are unfulfilled. You are unsatisfied. No matter how much you have, no matter what you've been able to do, because you went looking to these things to define you. You went looking to these things to finally fill up the emptiness that you have inside. You thought, if I get here, I will finally fill up that void. But you know it's not true. Unfortunately, some of us have to experience that first before we believe it and place our identity in something else. I appreciate y'all for watching this live. I appreciate y'all for watching this live. I want you to remember this. Do not live a life by default when Christ has given you the power to live one by design. My name is JHR, and this is Identity and Everything Else with JHR. I appreciate you, Purple Powered 9612, for being loyal. Live life.